Yo, what is going on, guys? We're back today for another tier list video, the June updated tier list, and so this is like supposed to be for like Wong and Rintra kind of, but like kind of covered that in the last tier list. So we're just going to be covering Hulkling and Wiccan as the focus for this tier list, but we did make a lot of changes. But before we get into all those changes, just a couple disclaimers. It's a tier list, guys. This is not the MCOC Bible by no means. Just because a character is even up here doesn't mean that they're better than a character down here in any given scenario. This game is all about specific matchups, especially now. The game has gotten a lot more complicated and a lot more matchup dependent. So it's all about bringing the right counter. It's just some champions counter a lot more than others. But yeah, so that quick disclaimer, and the other quick disclaimer is just that this is, this started off with my opinion, but it's come a long way with a lot of your guys' opinions as well. This is not just my tier list, it's our tier list. This is the channel's tier list, and a link will be in the description below if you want to like take a look at it on your own device. You won't be able to edit it, but yeah, you can take a look at it, make a copy, and edit your own if you want. Yeah, so what I basically do for each iteration of the tier list is I look back at the previous video and I read through every single comment. On the last one, there was 340 comments. I just finished reading through all of them, replied to a bunch, and I made a lot of changes based on those comments. And I just want to say, first of all, thank you for the support on these tier lists. It really means a lot, and it definitely makes me want to keep making them. But it's just really a lot of really nice comments saying that you guys like really agree with the tier list, and I don't feel like it's perfect yet, but I feel like it's in a really good place, and that's a lot of it thanks to you guys. So just thank you for being so nice about it, and for a lot of the people that disagreed, they were also nice about it, civil about it, left good points. There were a couple comments, but really not too many in the grand scheme of 340. So I just want to say thank you, honestly. Yeah, these are the best videos to leave your comments on, because they will guaranteed get read. I'll probably respond to you too, or give you a like or something to acknowledge it that I've read it. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this iteration of the tier list, because there have been lots of changes, lots of promotions. I think only one demotion, which was Ghost Rider. Here, just there's a comment that even asked for it, and I agree that Ghost Rider, he has not aged well. Which really sucks, because like Ghost Rider, I feel like if they released like a Mystic Ghost Rider now, I'd love to see that. Like, I feel like he'd be so much cooler. Ghost Rider is such an old champion. Like, it's actually crazy. The month I started playing this game, and it was a Quake and Ghost Rider event. It was the month that Ghost Rider came out. So like, me and Ghost Rider came to the contest at the same time, actually. But yeah, he's just a little outdated these days. But all right, let's get talking. So real quick, I'll just give you guys a quick sneak preview of the whole list if you want to take a good look at it all. But yeah, might as well start with Mystic. So Thor Jane Foster is going to be getting a buff this next month, which will be very, very interesting. I'm hoping that she goes from here all the way to here. I'm guessing she's going to land somewhere between God tier and Beyonder tier. But yeah, she can only go up from here, so I'm really excited for that buff, to be honest, especially because it's an MCU related buff. I wish Command would do that more. I feel like they've been not taking advantage of that nearly as much as they could with like Ghost Rider, or sorry, with Moon Knight, Malakon, and I mean, they did have a Robbie Ray as Ghost Rider in MCU a while ago. But so we also gave Guillotine a promotion. We gave Mangog a promotion. And then there's a lot of promotions from God tier to Beyonder tier. So Sim Supreme, Dragon Man, and Dr. Voodoo all got promotions. There's a lot of comments asking for Sim Supreme, and that made me happy, because I'm a really big fan of Symbiote Supreme. He's one of my favorite. He's one top 5 of my favorite champions in the entire game. I remember when he first came out, I was so excited about him. Just because he's like a Doctor Strange with Venom symbiote. Like, that is so dope. I love that, man. Like, Spider-Man, my favorite character. The symbiote arcs are my favorite Spider-Man arcs. Venom, Carnage, my favorite villains. So like, Symbiote Supreme is so cool. My problem with Symbiote Supreme, and why I had him below in God tier, tier lower, just because I find him to be extremely matchup dependent. But in those right matchups, he does slay them. So yeah, I'm totally cool with putting him here, and a lot of people wanted to see that. So yeah, win-win, I guess. And Dragon Man next. I used Dragon Man in Eternity of Pain, and he absolutely crushed it against that Crossbones. I think he's the absolute best counter for that Crossbones. So good. And Dragon Man is just an absolute beast. That was the first time I really got to use my Dragon Man at rank 3. I took him to rank 3 a while ago, but I just, like, in Battlegrounds, I didn't find him the best defender, because one time I put him on defense one time, and the defender came out with 100% health, and I lost, and I was like, I don't like that. But yeah, Dragon Man, lately, I've really been digging him. He's been crushing it, and I really like this promotion. And then Dr. Voodoo got a promotion as well. Now, the thing about Dr. Voodoo is I feel like he's just a bit rare right now. Like, I don't think I have him as a 6-star. I'd love to get him as a 6-star. He's a really cool champ. It does a lot of cool stuff, and I think he is still relevant. It's just, I feel like the problem is not a lot of people have him. So I really hope we see more Dr. Voodoo gameplay, and just hopefully he's in the next featured 6-star. That'd be really cool. Get him out of there. And then we have another promotion. I did this one a little while ago. Sigil Witch, though. So she recently just got a synergy with Wiccan, which is pretty insane. Someone in my alliance, Super Sam, he's a really big fan of Sigil Witch. He has her at rank 4. He's shown me some gameplay with the synergy, and it's pretty crazy. But I think she deserves this spot without the synergy. I've been playing her myself a lot more lately. I'm gonna have some content coming on her as well. Let me know if you guys would like to see some gameplay, some more gameplay with her. But I've just been really loving her. I really like her play style. She's really cool. I learned a lot more about her, and playing her makes a lot more sense to me now. And especially with Max Mystic Dispersion, which I've been running for since like Battlegrounds, is amazing. She is incredible, and even against champions that, you know, don't gain buffs, like she makes them gain buffs, then you nullify them and copy them, and it's incredible. So like that's where how like Sigil Witch is here and Symbiote Supreme is here, because, you know, Symbiote Supreme, like, he needs the opponents to have buffs, whereas Sigil Witch, she can give them buffs and then take and copy them and take advantage of it. It's really cool. Really big fan of Sigil Witch, especially because anyone can get her if you just, you know, buy the sigil enough. But yeah, that's the Mystic class. I think those are the only changes. And yeah, Rincha and Wong, I think they're just both pretty solid champs that belong here, so not really a whole bunch to say about them. Nothing really changed with that. But then we do have Wiccan. So Wiccan, I'm gonna place him in the god tier. So he was honestly, I was a little bit disappointed with him when he first came out, and, you know, we got the 2-star or 3-star version of Hulkling or Wiccan. Like, people were really hyping Wiccan up, and they're like, oh man, my 3-star is doing like some crazy things, and I was expecting a lot, and I was impressed with his abilities and his damage output, but it's definitely not as good. Like, he can do some cool stuff, but I don't know, there's something about him I don't like, and he just seems so squishy. Like, really big glass cannon. So I don't know, I think for now gonna leave him at god tier. Let me know what you guys think, if you think that's a good spot for him, or if you think he should be promoted to Beyonder, or even demoted to demigod tier. Really like to hear you guys' feedback on this one. This one I'm a little bit unsure about, and that's what I genuinely really love about the tier list I make nowadays is, you know, it's not just me, and I can just easily, I'm not afraid to ask for help, and you guys should never be afraid to ask for help. But like, it's just, I can just ask you guys, and I don't want this to even just be my tier list. Like, it's our tier list, and honestly I love it, and I love how happy most of you guys are with it, and it's just, I just want to keep getting it better and better and better until make more people happy with it, you know. So let's go ahead and actually move to Cosmic, so we can talk about Hulkling. We'll go top to bottom real quick, because there's also a lot of changes in the Cosmic class anyways, so let's do that. First, let's rank Hulkling, since we already talked about Wiccan. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Hulkling in the Beyonder tier. So I think Hulkling is incredible. Honestly, I was really happy with him. Had so much fun playing with him, and I really want to get him. I'm really happy that he came out before Wiccan, so that he'll be in the next 6-star featured Crystal Pool. And I really hope to get him. He is the absolute best counter to Penny Parker in the game, who is a top 3 defender in the game, in my opinion. So I think, you know, like, Hulkling is absolutely incredible, and even outside of the Penny matchup, he's got a lot of cool stuff, really great damage, really great immunities, very easy to play, quick to his damage. He's really, really awesome champ. Really, really like him, man. Honestly, there's potential for him to go here. I think it's a tad premature for that, but I could definitely see it in the future. I could definitely see it. I'm really happy with him so far, but gonna leave him in Beyonder for now. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think he's deserving of this next tier? Do you think this is too high? Do you think God tier? I'm pretty confident in at least the Beyonder tier, but still definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on that. And as far as changes to the Cosmic class, there was a bunch. So Odin got promoted, Venompool got promoted, and Venom got promoted. I really like Venom. I took him to rank 3 a little while ago, and he's been incredible. Really liked him. I was actually using him for Penny Parker during one of the metas, and he was doing really great. Yeah, I really love Venom. Venompool as well, really great. And Odin, been hearing a lot of good things about Odin. Let me know if you guys think Odin belongs here. I saw a couple comments talking about Odin. Not a lot, but some. And then we promoted Null to the one above all tier. And I feel like I should put Null here sooner. I don't know. It's definitely good to get confirmation that you guys all thought, a lot of you guys thought that Null is not quite as good as Herc, CGR, or Hyperion, but he's definitely better than these champs here and deserves to be in this tier. And I 100% agree with that. So I think he's in the right spot now. And it was interesting. I asked in the last video if you guys think, you know, you think Herc is better than CGR? Do you think CGR is better than Herc? Do you think they're equals? And I'd say more than half of you guys said CGR is either better or like on the same level as Hercules. But there definitely was a lot of people that said, nah, Hercules is better. So I just put them both up here. So we got Hercules, it's kind of like the number 1. And CGR kind of is like number 1.1. You know, like I think CGR is easily above all the rest of the Cosmic champions in here, except for Hercules. And I think they're pretty much on even footing. But I'll still give the slight edge to Herc and leave him above CGR. But you can pretty much consider them equals here. Yeah, so that's the Cosmic class. Now let's go back up and then we'll go in order. So let's go to Mutant next. So Kitty Pryde, that ain't changing. I still think Kitty Pryde is the absolute best mutant in the game. Not even a debate in my own mind. And I know a lot of you guys do agree with that. A lot of you guys, after playing her yourselves, I think have also come to that conclusion. Playing with her yourself with Tiger, you can really see how busted she is. And if you don't agree, that's cool. Like I still think like it, and that's totally fine for your own account. Like if you have Kitty and Apocalypse and you decide to rank for Apoc, like I'm not gonna say anything. Like I totally respect that. That's a good rank up, man. That's awesome. Like that's the cool thing. Like we can all do rank ups that we want. Personally, I played with Kitty a lot, like a lot. I used her the entire war season last season for a brand new global tactic. I only died one time. Crushed it with her. There was in my battle group a lot of fights that I took with Kitty that other battle groups that didn't have a Kitty player struggled with. They didn't have options for and led to deaths. For example, Long Shot on Conflictor. I fought him like more than 10 times last season. Didn't die to him a single time. Crushed the fight every single time. Whereas as an alliance, we did give some deaths to that in some other battle groups. And we definitely got some kills with Long Shot as well. Because people weren't using Kitty for it. But me with Kitty, crushed it. So yeah, man, I don't know. Just that's definitely not changing my mind. But we did have some changes. So a lot of people have a problem with Gambit being in here, and I just, like I said, this isn't my tier list. So it's our tier list. So I demoted Gambit. I don't think people are quite ready for the Gambit discussion yet. But one day, perhaps. Legs Jr. did just get a Gambit from compensation, so I don't know. I think I might rank 3 Gambit on that account, and he'll be like my main champ. So maybe we'll get up his community opinion on him eventually. We'll see. But for now, I went ahead and demoted Gambit, and then I promoted White Magneto because White Magneto, he's basically like a dollar store version of Red Magneto, just like in general. He's not as good as Red Magneto's, but he's still really good. Can do a lot of what Red Magneto can. And plus he has guidance. And guidance alone gives him like a reason to be up here. Guidance plus how good White Magneto actually is, I think he deserves this tier. I don't know why I didn't do that sooner. Guidance is such an insane pre-fight. probably like the best in the game aside from like the Horseman, which is, you know, exclusive to one class, whereas Guidance is, you know, doesn't matter what class you are. So yeah, man, I put White Magneto here. And then we also had a couple other changes. Sabretooth got promoted, and I think that was it. I think that's all the changes for the Mutant class. Yeah. And some people were saying that Cyclops is better than Beast, or yeah, there's a few comments saying that. I'm like, dude, they both suck. Why are we even arguing that? They both suck. Sure, Beast is worse, or it doesn't matter. All like, if they buff Cyclops or Beast, either one, I'm gonna be happy. They both suck. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the science class. This was a big topic of discussion in the comments. So we had a lot of changes here. So let's talk about the big promotions. So a lot of one above all tier promotions here. We added Scorpion, Mr. Fantastic, and Captain America Infinity War. So Scorpion, I did this change on my own. I've seen a lot from Scorpion lately, and just based on like his initial kit, I knew he was going to be good. I still haven't played with him a ton, but I think I am going to rank for him on the CCP beta and make some content with that. And also Spider-Ham. Those were a lot of the highly requested rank ups in the comments, so I think those are the 2 rank 4s that we're going to do. Get some gameplay out on that. But yeah, Scorpion, from what I've seen, what I've heard, it just looks incredible. I cannot wait to get my hands on him. Hopefully, from the next 6-star feature, definitely, I'd say top 3 champ I wanted there. I say Omega Sentinel number 1, Scorpion maybe number 2, Hulkling number 3. I don't know. There's also Black Cat, but yeah, Scorpion, his rotating immunity is one of the really cool immunity system that he has going on. It can change his damage. It just makes him so versatile. So much utility. So yeah, put him here. Then I had a lot of comments talking about comparing Mr. Fantastic to Void, and it's funny, like the comments that were trying to get Mr. Fantastic promoted, it's like they think Mr. Fantastic is better than Void, but like they don't want to say it. That's like kind of the vibe I was getting. Someone even actually admitted to that. Just at me laughing. But yeah, I really do think highly of Mr. Fantastic. I personally rate Void higher and would rather have like a ranked up Void than Mr. Fantastic. But I'm not denying Mr. Fantastic's power. The opposite, and I'm putting him in this tier. So another one was Captain America. A lot of people wanted me to put him up, so I just put in. I did put him up, but in brackets, Max Sig with an asterisk here as well for, you know, potential team partners to give him bonuses. Yeah, I think if it's a Max Sig Captain America we're talking about with like some right teammate classes, then yeah, then sure, I think he deserves here. I think that was it for the science class. I don't think we had any other promotions. Oh, I think I still have gap here. We can in here twice. Okay, there we go. Looking good. Unless, I hope I didn't accidentally remove someone. I don't know. I might have messed up. I think we're good. Let's move on to the tech class. So this was probably I think I asked in the last tier list video if you guys think I should promote Ultron or not, and I think I remember asking that. And there's a lot of comments about Ultron, and shout out to one guy. He gave a really detailed response. I felt kind of bad though, because I'd already promoted Ultron by the time I got to his comment. But he really laid it out. He provided video links and everything. And I saw a damage comparison of an Ultron versus a Nick Fury, and Ultron like smoked him, and this was Nick Fury already in his second life. I thought that was extremely impressive. So yeah, Ultron is here. I think I'm going to rank through my Ultrons soon, after July 4th, hopefully, if I have a lot of rank up materials, and because I really want to see how good Ultron is for myself. Because I've heard so many good things, I've seen so many good things. I gotta get my hands on him and really test him out for myself. I only have him at rank 2, which I'd much rather try him out at rank 3. But yeah, so Ultron got that nice promotion. And then I think we only have just skill class left. Yeah, we already talked about Cosmic. Alright. So there was no big promotions into the one above all tier. Still got Shang-Chi, Nick Fury sharing the top of the class. Kingpin, someone said the Kingpin could be like the best in class, and I even said this before. I responded to him in the comments saying this as well. If we're talking Kingpin with Mr. Sinister and the Hood synergy, then sure, I think he could be regarded as the best skill champ. But I'm trying to not include too much synergy stuff on this list yet. The list is going to keep getting upgraded and upgraded. Eventually, I think I do want to have icons that show like synergy, or high sig, or suicide friendly, or difficult to play. But at the same time, I do want to keep the list simple, so I don't know what I want to do with that quite yet. So I'm only going to use like synergies for like really special cases. Speaking of, Agent Venom. Agent Venom went from the buffable tier to the Beyonder tier. Now, Agent Venom on his own, 100% he's in the buffable tier. He's pretty trash on his own. But with the Kraven and with the Scorpion synergy, it brings him up to the Beyonder tier. He can do some pretty crazy stuff. Maybe even higher, but like, that's extreme synergy reliance, which I don't like. Like, one synergy, okay, but two synergies, okay, now that's a fully dedicated team in Alliance War or Alliance Quest, and I mean, it could work. Scorpion's a really good champ too, so that's a good synergy to have that with, but synergy reliance, kind of annoying. But with those synergies, I think he does deserve that Beyonder tier. And then I think we also upgrade, Killmonger as well. We upgraded him to Beyonder. A lot of OG Killmonger fans out there, which I respect. And we put him in the Beyonder tier. Also Night Thrasher. We brought him up from, I think, the Demigod tier to the God tier. Shout out to Brendan McGuire, who just took his rank 4 Night Thrasher. To rank 4. Maybe he can even convince me to put him in here. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I think that is going to do it for the list. Yeah, we already talked Cosmic, so that's going to do it, guys. Thank you very much once again for all the support on these tier list videos. I've really been enjoying making them. I'm going to continue making them as long as you guys want to see them. So if you want to see more, just drop a like. Very simple way of telling me you guys would like to see more. Subscribe if you guys would like to see more content. We are pushing for 100,000 subscribers, and once we get there, man, we're going to be eating the world's hottest gummy bear. Also, going to be making a Kitty Pryde ultimate guide, how to play her, how I play her, how I learned, all that kind of stuff, tips, tricks, secrets, and could even do other stuff as well. I don't know, maybe shave my head bald, who knows. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Share this around with your alliance mates, or for anyone new to the game, just give them a rough guide on good champions that they pull. That's gonna do it. Thank you guys so much for all the continued support. If you would like any changes on the tier list, just leave a comment. Please be respectful. Thank you guys so much. Peace out.